Hey everybody, so this is the second part of the heart video. Ugh, this is like upside down. Well, it's not that it's upside down, it's just really low. Blah. Okay, so you want to make sure you've checked out my first heart video. You also want to check out, I think, the third part of my chain link video. Yeah, so I'll have those linked for you. And then what you want to do is you want to have done the first part of my heart video, and I have about 80 stitches of square here on each one. So that's what you need. You need equal amounts on either side. So I have about 80 on each side, so in total 160. I'm a ridiculous person. I like started to finish this when I was sitting in my living room like an hour ago, and then I realized, no, you need to finish that in a video. So here I am to finish it. Okay, so what you want to do is you want to hold it from like these loose ends, and you want to start bending it into a heart. And if you can see, this part is like kind of like trying to pull itself out. You want to just like form that back in and just kind of like press down on it, and it'll stay a little better. Alright, then what you're going to do is you're going to flip it over. So you have all of these ends that are like touching each other. And this is the hardest part, like honestly. This part's going to come out, but you want to just make sure that you still know where this is supposed to go. So just hold on really tight to these ends, because this part's going to flip itself out on you. Then what you want to do is you want to kind of like look at these strands that are on the inside and just kind of figure out where they're supposed to go so that you can put them back in like no problemo. Alright, and then just kind of put your finger over it, and or not, I won't put my finger over it for you, and just start to rebuild the actual project. So you have one little set of links, then set of links number 2. Ugh. See how difficult this is? And then you have your third set of links. And you just want to do your over-under procedure. So over-under. Once, just give me like 2 minutes and you will see this a little more completed than it is. Okay. So if you can see this, how the project was like built back around itself, and still underneath I have this like little heart forming. So, but very carefully, you're gonna want to start to pull it tight now, and you don't have to worry about the heart coming undone completely, because even if it does, it'll only get to like that, and you can just still push it back in, and there's a heart. Okay, so once you get your one stitch here, you want to do stitch number 2. Okay, and just kind of like, look at it. It's completely up to you now if you want to start to like morphing it back into this little thing, or you can do one more stitch, and I'm going to do one more stitch just to like really lock this into place. Okay, the next thing you're going to do is a little tricky. So you want to take your 2 long strands and you want to go over and across like you normally would. Then take your pink one, go across, and to complete that square on that side. Okay, then you want to start on this side. You want to complete 1 square. Okay, so if you can see, if you start to pull tight, you can see it's like kind of forming back in on itself, and then there's these 2 ones that are missing. What you want to do is you want to tuck them up and underneath. You want to have them go in between each of the squares. So one will go on the left, and one will go up and underneath on the right. Okay? So now very carefully start to pull this tight. Okay, and it's going to look something like this. Right? And just kind of, maneuver everything around. And you want to do stitch number 2 of this. And see how I have this strand coming out of the center here? You want to build the stitch around that strand. So that's just what I'm going to do. And I bet you're hearing scratching right now from the boondoggle scraping along my computer screen, my computer keyboard. Oh well. And this is exactly how the Boondoggle Man does his project. Actually, he taught me this stitch. So, and by taught me, I mean I looked at his and then figured out how to do it. Okay? So now you can see that you're starting to pull it a little tighter. Next, what you want to do, you can kind of see how they're like forming in there. You want to pull these purple strands that are in the center up and out as tight as you can. And don't worry about them falling out because that's not happening. Okay. So the next thing you want to do is you want to, hold on, I'm just still trying to form this in. You want to let go of these 2 inside stitches. So you're just going to do one pink square. Okay? But instead of pulling this tight right away, you just want to take these purple strands and have them go inside of that pink square. So you're going to have every single purple strand inside of that pink square. As I pull it a little tighter, you can see that. See how they're all in there? That's exactly what you want. So start to pull that tight. And as your strands shorten, it's going to get a little harder to do. That's okay. And then do a second stitch all the way around these purple strands. Alright, so that's stitch number 2. And then do stitch number 3. And finally, to finish it off, do stitch number 4. But, after you pull stitch 4 tight, it's going to start to loosen itself, and that's okay, because you're now going to do the completion stitch that, you have probably learned from the square video. I don't recommend ending this like I end the other ones. I mean, I guess you could, but this is like the cleanest looking way, because you get these clean lines here. That's at least just what I think. So once you get to here, you're going to like look straight on at the project, take a tail, and you want to wrap around a loop and under and out to meet those purple strands, and you're just going to go all the way around and do that. So I have a tail around a loop under to meet the purple. Take the tail around a loop and under to meet the purple, and then the last one around the loop and under to meet the purple. And then once it's there, you're just going to pull everything tight, and this should lock your project into place. I'm sorry, I'm like phlegmy right now, and I don't really know why, and I know that sounds really gross, but it's true. Okay, so, oh, holy hair. Okay. So at this point, your project should be, seriously, holy hair. Oh my god. No. It's like a mirror, so I'm like, I want to pull my hair to like my right side, and I pulled it to my left because I wasn't thinking. Okay. So now this should be staying a little nicer, because it's like locked into here. And then you can see how you have a pointed insert and bottom. You could do 2 stitches instead of 3 there. I did 3 just because I'm not really sure why I did 3, because once I did 3 I realized I probably should have taken that out. But that's what this looks like completed. I don't recommend doing circle here because it will twist, and that's something that the Boondoggle Man said and something I learned from experience as well. So I don't recommend that. Yeah, make sure you check out all my other videos, and if you have any questions or have any comments, please feel free to let me know. Bye.